you as a trader, you are preparing for a new week. What are some of the things you need to consider when preparing for a new week? Or at what particular time frame you need to start looking at your chart to prepare for a new week? First of all, you need to understand the time of which you are in. When I'm talking of the time, I'm talking of the particular month. And we are in the month of May. We are left with 5 days for this month to end. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head straight on the 1 month time frame. I'm going to head straight on the 1 month time frame. The 1 month time frame is like giving me a picture of what happened throughout this month of May. And for the past 2 months, you can clearly see that DXY has been seriously falling to the downside. And there are high chances that May might end up staying. I'm talking of next week, since we have just 5 days for this month to close. And you can clearly see that this was here, was the low of the month of April, sorry. You have April, you have January, February, March, right? April, May, right? So since this year started, we have been on the downside. So we have this month of everything here on the 1 month. We have this month of February, March, April, May, and there are high chances that price throughout this month of May will continue dropping. So now, when you come to your chart and you want to prepare for a new week, right? And you want to prepare for a new week as a trader, what you need to do first is understand the higher time frame bias of the market. So this is the 1 month, and in the 1 month, we can clearly see that this trend on the 1 month has been on an uptrend. From here, you can use a trend line, indicator or whatever you're using to identify the trend. I can tell we are on the uptrend, right? So, looking at this area of the trend here, you can clearly see that this area was somehow an area of interest where price will actually react from. So, this is another reason why I still see that this month will end up being bearish because of this. Now, I don't trade the trend line strategy. I trade ICC combined with SMC, and then I use this CRT for my entry models. So what I have on my screen now, here is this. I have this low here, right? That took out this structure, making this one the high. So now this is my range high, and this is my range low, right? So why I have all of this in mind, I will say for sure, okay, since I have identified my dealing range, I would now pick from my swing low, right, to the swing high, and I try to understand where price is actually heading to. Now, from what I am seeing here is price is actually on a discount zone on the 1 month time frame. Discount zone on the 1 month time frame. So maybe in the next few months we might be seeing some reversals. But again, I am not trading on the 1 month time frame. I'm just using the 1 month to pick out my narrative. And from what I can see here is I have this tiny fair value gap here. That could be an interest point of price, and this doji candle here would combine with this bearish candle can act as my order block, because again this is an area of interest, and this area of interest is the 1 month discount array. Good. So looking at the 1 month, I expect some bearishness to the downside, but now remember we are looking at the 1 month bias to pick out our narrative in the market. So now I have this small structure here, this small high here, and this is previous month low, previous month high. So let me just keep this at this level. So this is what you call now top-down analysis. Me analyzing from the higher time frame down to the smaller time frame. So on the 1 week, that is the next time frame that I am scaling down to. So you see how I'm going to be scaling down these levels till I get to the time frame where I pick up my entries. Now understand, every higher time frame has a smaller time frame confirmation that you need to confirm with. For instance, if I'm looking at my key levels on the 1 week, once price tap my key level on the 1 week, I am scaling down on the 4 hours for my entry confirmation. If price tap my key level on the 1 day, I am scaling down on the 1 hour time frame to get my confirmation. If price tap my key level on the 4 hours, I am going down on the 15 minute to get my confirmation. Now, you need again to understand what are key levels. I'm going to do a special different video, and on this video, I'll be telling you how you can identify key levels. So, if you are watching this on my YouTube channel, do everything possible. I repeat, do everything possible to subscribe. So by the time I drop that video, you get the notification and you watch and you get to watch it, so you can understand what key levels are and how to identify a valid key levels. So now on my screen here, this is the 1 week time frame. Now every candle you see here again is telling us exactly what happened last week. What happened last week? So throughout last week, it was all bearish, right? That means the week started Monday, we had a buy, Tuesday buy, Wednesday buy, Thursday buy, Friday came back to the range. So now, looking at this range throughout the week, you see where price went off before falling to the downside. And this is an area here where price could possibly come down to. Now, again, I am not trading off the 1 week time frame. I'm seeing the structure that the market gave me. So now, this right here is the structure high and the structure low. And above here, we can see this fair value gap here. And around here, it could be like 50% of the range, but we can't say for sure. So what we need to do is make sure we highlight using our fib levels. Now, if you have your fib levels and it's not well organized like mine, see how mine is easy. I can easily identify the 50% and the premium and the discount. So head to my YouTube video, you will see a video of how to set your Fibonacci levels. Just go to my YouTube channel, go to my video playlist, you'll see a video how to set your fib levels. You will have yours exactly like mine. So now, see how important is this. I've always tell you 50%. In fact, 50% of a range is key level. So this is the 50% of this whole range, and see how price actually played on it. So we had that rejection, that was the soup, the price dropped to the downside. Now guess where price is going to? The sell side liquidity. Price have collected the internal liquidity, is now going to external liquidity. So this is how you are busily navigating from a higher time frame down to a smaller time frame, knowing fully well where the market is coming from. So this is on the 1 week. Now, I said, if you spot your key levels on a 1 week, the lower time frame to align with 1 week is the 4 hours. So let's go to the 4 hours now straight and look at this very key level that I highlighted and see price action on that key level. So this is what we are seeing on the 4 hours time frame. Can you clearly see this? Now you will bear with me that this right here was an order block. And the reason why price spiked from there was due to this other block that was there. So just imagine, with this knowledge, when the price tapped this level on the 1 week time frame, you came here and you had your entry from here. Given that that was an order block entry and you had your stop loss above here, and then you are targeting this external range of liquidity. Again, this is why I still say price moves to the downside. So there are things that price will always do. Price is always seeking liquidity. Price is always rushing to fill imbalances. Price is always rushing to fill buy-side liquidity and sell-side liquidity. So when you look at your chart, you need to come up, what is price struggling to do? From here, you can simply say price is heading to the sell-side liquidity, to collect that liquidity. As simple as that. And this is why I always advise you again to stay with fewer currency pairs. This is just a view of DXY. So now, I just want to wait and see price action when it gets here. Remember, this is another key level. So when price starts on this key level, there are things that you want to see to get your confirmation. So with me, this is all I want to see with DXY. So I now know this is the next draw on liquidity. and I have price coming there. So what I'll need to do is to highlight my level and look at what next to see price doing at that level. So I have this level to be my key level, and I'm waiting to see price action. So as a trader, all you need to do is mark out your key levels and wait for price action on your key levels. I find it funny when I see traders mark price and they start doing something like this. How are you? What are you doing like this? Are you trying to predict how the market will move? What is this? No, no. Mark out your key levels and wait for price action. Your only job as a trader is just to react to what price gives you. You have nothing to be predicting moves in the market because you are not in control of this market. You are not in control of this market. You are not in control of this market. So me, what I'm doing is this. I'm going to wait for price to get to my key level. And then I listen to what price is telling me. And how will I know what price is telling me? The way these candles, they react on your key level, it means a lot. So this is my view of DXY. Once price taps this level, I'm going to send a setup to the bootcamp community. And now let me remind you, if you are watching this video for your first time, I am starting a free technical analysis session with my community. Those who are going to benefit from this free online session, which is beginner advanced classes, are those who are in my bootcamp. Now, if you are not in my bootcamp, look below this video, there's a link. Create your account with the recommended broker, which is XNES, and inbox me on this WhatsApp number that you want to join the bootcamp. If you already have an account, still inbox me on the WhatsApp number you see below this video and get to me ASAP, because next week we are commencing with our class. So this is my view on DXY. I'm bearish till further notice. Now, on to the next one. My favorite currency, GBPUSD. I'm going to do same starting from the higher time frame, which is the 1 month, because I want to see what this market is actually telling me. Unlike DXY, we have GU actually pushing to the upside on the 1 month time frame. That means throughout when the year started, this market has been pushing to the upside. And now when you're looking at stuff like this, you're looking like, where is this guy going to? Which is actually called the draw on liquidity. That is the level on the 1 week time, 1 month time frame. Where is price coming from? Price collected a low here. It's actually shooting up. Now, this is the information we have gathered on the 1 month time frame. Now, price just simply tap on a higher time frame key level. Now, we go to the 1 month to expand. Now, when price play on key level and close, there's a lot of information we need to gather from that key level. Throughout this week, this is how this market actually played out. Last week, we saw price doing what? Rebalancing into the imbalance or into the fair value gap. That is another key level. A fair value gap is a key level. And on key levels, you just want to wait and see price action on your key levels. So what has price done? Price on the 1 week time frame swept liquidity and broke structure to the upside. These are presence of buyers strongly in the market. This is what we have seen on the 1 month time frame. 1 week time frame, sorry. Now, scaling down again to the 1 day time frame. Remember, with GU, with DXY, I never going to scale to the 1 day time frame. I just wanted to show you what to expect when price tap on your higher time key levels and to align them. But now, let me go gradually with GU and you'll see what I'm talking about. So right here, we have this range high and we have this range low. What has happened here? Price collected the liquidity from here. How was the liquidity collected? First, we had a rejection and the candle closed bullishly. We had another rejection within the range, and then you have this market yesterday forcefully pushed out of the range and closed outside, telling us that our presence of bulls in this market. The bulls here are the buyers. Strong momentum from the buyers. And this happened on Friday. Now, data has been collected. What next? Are we expecting to see tomorrow candle open and close down, or are we expecting for it to continue pushing to the upside? We don't know as of now. We don't know as of now. What we want to do is we are highlighting Monday's high, sorry, Friday's high and Friday low. Notice something with Friday candle, the low had no wick, or little or no wick. This is just to tell you that there were no interruption from the sellers in this market. So buyers were strongly involved. So looking at this again, there are high chances that the next candle might print inside here. So now we are going to look at this candle and highlight 50% of this candle. There should be something important or something significant around this 50%. So I'll highlight it here now. And then we'll scale down to probably a 1 hour time frame. After scaling down, I'm going to remove this gang box that I used to identify my key level and look at something beautiful here. Have you seen where I marked that 50%? Price actually replayed from that level and start shooting up. And below that level was a fair value gap. So price was actually reacting from a fair value gap. And this is where the buy came in. I actually called out this buy on my status. And I called it same too on TikTok. You can go to TikTok and check. Same thing on TikTok, and I also called the same buy on EU. You can go and check. Now, what I want you to do now is, on this 1 hour, I just want you to rest. I've seen 50% of this range, right? Those who enter this buy here, they have their stop loss here. So now, this is a point of interest right here. Because this gap hasn't been 100% tapped into. So there are still some chances of price retracing. But I want you to stay on your fingers and wait for the market to open, because there are high chances that this guy could still do this. Back into the range and tap inside here before pushing to the upside. So once the market opens, I want you to be patient and wait to see what price would do on these particular key levels. You have key levels, you have key levels. There are high chances that it will continue going up. So will it continue going up from here, or will it come down to go up from here? So we might have plan A and plan B. Right. So, like I said, I'll always update this on my bootcamp community. So make sure, again, you're in my bootcamp community. It's actually free for everyone to join. All you need to do is create your expense account with my recommended, create your brokerage account with my recommended broker, and write me on the WhatsApp number you see below this video, and I will add you into the community for free. I'm heading straight to Euro USD, and we will have some like the same stuff we have with the GU. So I'm just going to go straight on the 1 week time frame, and we'll see what we're looking at. We see price is strongly controlled by the buyers. Where is price coming from? It tapped on this fair value gap. Key levels, very, very strong zones to watch out for. Identifying them is a key. All of this is well explained in the demand and supply for beginners and also in the CRC booklet. So if you don't have that booklet, write it on this WhatsApp number and I will get you one. This is what we are seeing on the 1 week. That was a 1 week higher time frame key level, and you saw the way price actually reacted on that key level. How was the candle? It break out with a body, telling you that what? Strong momentum. And once it break out from that level, there was a fair value gap and another block. So price navigated back to the fair value gap before pushing. This was throughout the week. Right? So after price came, this is now happening a change in the state of delivery. Change in the state of delivery. 1 week time frame. So there are high chances again that we might see some push to the upside or still push to the upside. I'm very, very, very much bullish when it comes to this because this is what the higher time frame is telling me. This is what the higher time frame is telling me. So why will I be going against? Why will I be going against the chart? So highlighting the next key levels and the next possible draw on liquidity. This right here, price rejected from here and closed below here. So we could have that push the downside or we have that push the upside. But as of now, this is the high of this chart, what we are seeing presently with us. And this right here is the low. Where is it coming from? When we scale down the smaller time frame, we'll understand. On the 1 day time frame, now we see that this was actually coming from an order block. The importance of top-down analysis. With the help of a top-down analysis, it will be easy for you to understand the next draw on liquidity when it comes to the chart. So all you need to do is don't forget what you saw on the higher time frame, because what you saw on the higher time frame are higher time frame key levels, and higher time frame key levels are always very, very strong. So you just need to wait and see how price always reacts when it taps on key levels like this. So what happened here? We saw this swing to the downside, and price tap on that other block, started pushing to the upside. So where do you think price is going to? To this level. Why DSY is going to the downside, EU is going to the opposite side? Because these two pairs, they are inversely correlated. If one is going up, the other must be going down. So that's another area whereby you can get your confirmations. Looking at the 1 day, you can clearly see that we had Monday buy, Tuesday buy, Wednesday buy, Thursday sell, Friday sold. Unlike DXY, Friday bought, unlike DXY, Friday sold. And you can clearly see that this guy swept out liquidity here and closed above. Now this is another strong area here. Close above. Now straight to the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, this is what we are seeing. This is the range high and the range low. Fibonacci levels, swing low, swing high. Where is price on the discount level? 75, 70 and 78% discount level. We call this area the golden zone. So this was where price actually spiked out from. This level being our order block. So I gave out this buy on my status, even on TikTok, where I was asking plan A or plan B. So this right here, I asked this one to be plan A or plan B. And this right here is what I gave them. Plan A, plan B, or plan A. This was plan A. I'll show you why I was looking at plan A, because of what? In fact, all of them were good, but the right answer was time will tell. That's why you need to know your time. This was plan A, this was plan B. Now look at how when the exact time price tapped at this level, 9 a.m. That's 9 a.m. CRT. That is New York session. So when New York session when it was open, we had price tap on this level, and that is how I was able to catch this trade. I shared with the community, I shared TikTok, I shared everywhere. Those of my students, they actually understood because I have actually taught them time and price. In these coming classes, I will still teach more about time and price and how you can benefit from catching entries like this. So you have, this is how the trade entered here. We just had a small stop loss, it was below here. We almost got stopped out, but this is the full TP. And so again, oh glorious pass. Now, what are we looking out for? Look at what price is doing here. Price actually consolidating here. So as a trader, what you need to do is wait for market to open. Market might open and collect that liquidity that might be down here and push it upside. So where are the next draw on liquidity now? We have this level down here. Because remember, this level has been mitigated. So your analysis and your setup will be useless if you don't pay attention to time. Right? New York session, you know the time to trade. London session, you know the time to trade. These are things that I'm going to teach next week. So with Euro USD, our next possible draw on liquidity could be this area right up here. And to make it more interesting, that is where we think price is going to next. Because when you look at it from the 4 hours, you will see that we had a sell to buy model. We had a sell to buy, right? So what do I expect? I expect price to come and come. But I don't like the traders doing this. I rather wait for confirmation because we have levels that price will react to. So as a bonus, we are going to look at gold because I have traders, I know traders that really like to trade gold. So we are looking at gold on the 1-day time frame, ASAP, and you can clearly see that gold is strongly being bullish and there's no need for you to be looking to sell gold. So what you can see here is this was actually a level of interest where price was actually reacting from. I'm always sharing this stuff on my Telegram channel, so make sure you are in my Telegram channel. Just even though I trade just GU and EU, but I share setups on gold and other currencies. So make sure you are in my Telegram channel. The link is down in the bio. The link is down in the description of this video. Sorry. So we have this daily high here. This is where we're expecting the market to go to. And what you can clearly see that here price actually came collected liquidity and pushing. So this right here is the next key level, the next draw on liquidity, which is actually the buy side liquidity. Price have tapped into the internal range liquidity around this level and pushed into the upside. So if you scale down to probably 4 hours, you will clearly see that again. That was somehow like a seller to buyer model where price was actually selling and eventually started buying. So you can see here, you see this is actually the next primary level where we saw price retrace back to before actually pushing to the upside, this level right here. And what do we have now here? Collected the break of that structure. And so if you are looking at this level, now you see that we have range low, range high. See where price is 50% on this level, and below that 50%, you can place that there is a huge fair value gap and a breakup block at this level. So there are high chance that you should have interest in this level on the 4 hours time frame. So if you're a gold trader, wait to see what price will do when it gets to this level. This is a very, very significant level, and price might come on here to continue buying. And if you get successfully to get that entry, you can catch this whole move from here and swing this trade. Trust me, you'll be going home with some huge bag of money. So this is my view for gold. And if you have watched up to this, the end of this, just don't forget to like this video, hit that subscription video, subscribe for free, because some of you might be watching this video very late, but imagine, and you just see gold have played and went to your entry. Imagine you were able to get this entry and this signal and you enter this trade and you capitalize on this free information I've given you here, and you see the way I'm doing my analysis. My charts are very clean, simple, and straight to the point. I don't have any extra indicators on my chart. Everything is simple, a straight and a simple forward approach to analyze the market. So if you are a trader and you still don't understand this and you want one-on-one classes, I do provide that. Don't forget, you can also benefit from my free mentorship classes that is starting next week. If you're a trader, you are very busy, you don't have time to analyze, I also provide mentorship. I also provide coaching. So all you just need to do is stay tuned with me, and don't forget to hit that subscription button to subscribe, because I always drop stuff like this every day. My next video, I'll be talking about key levels, so you have every right to subscribe so that you don't miss when I drop out this video. So that's all for today with my view for DXY, GU, EU, and gold. And I'm wishing you the best of the week. So next week is going to be the month of June, where we'll start in our free classes, and then on July we'll start in the marathon competition, where we'll be awarding traders that grow their account to the highest amount. Trust me, I have a lot of stuff packaged for you guys, so make sure you stay tuned and don't miss. Once again, drop your questions in the comment section, and I'll reply with the video, or I'll reply you with any problem that you have. If you want to get more information from me, just write on my WhatsApp number. And goodbye.